Steamboat with a throw deep in the offensive territory here. There's a quick substitution. Sailors bringing on some depth players as Dulcis checks off. Alex Spiegel back in the game here, trying to get a read on who else that was. I think that's Liam Catterson, who has also checked in here for the Sailors. Worked up. It's going to be taken by Kleins. He tries to send one on frame. Stopped by Guardado, and again, he'll just wait for Zetzman to get in there before he scoops it up. Now Guardado rolls it forward. Caparelli tries to challenge immediately. Glenwood Springs turns it away from that. Up to the near sideline. Errant pass behind a man, and Bernal couldn't come up with it, so it will be thrown for Steamboat. 16:26 to go. 4-0 score. Glenwood Springs on top of your Steamboat Sailors. Caparelli now going to be called down for a dangerous kick, even on a man. Even though the man literally went down for that one. Anyway, going to be pushed forward. Here now is Kleins. Gets it off to Catterson. Tried to return the feed, couldn't connect. Taken back by Alvarado. Overlap man is Bernal. He's got two, and he'll come up the left wing with it. Bernal making a run, trying to go against Castor. Taken back away from him by Reese John. He'll clear the danger area. Throw-in coming up for Glenwood Springs. And Bernal again subbed out here. And he's unhappy about something, probably just wanting a shot at that hat trick. Grosscup will take this one now. Grosscup gets the feed, tries to chase it down. Castor there first, though, for your Steamboat Sailors. Gets away from the pressure put on. Goes outside with it, tries to keep it alive. Couldn't do it successfully. Throwing coming up now for the boys in red. 15 minutes on the clock here in the first half. 4-0 score. Ball is going to be worked through into the 18. Shot. That one blocks off of a defender. And a corner kick coming up here for Glenwood Springs from the near side. Again, your Sailors left to right on KTYV 105.7. Online at steamboatradio.com. Want to thank Yampa Valley Bank, Alpine Lumber, and Mountain View Car Wash, Russell's Auto Salon, Steamboat Ace Hardware, the Paoli Group, Steamboat Resorts by Wyndham Vacation Rentals, and Mountain Mattress and Furniture, all proud supporters of Sailors Athletics here on KTYV 105.7 and online at steamboatradio.com. Service in from the far side. It's going to be knocked forward by a Sailors player. They'll try and chase this down. It's Spiegel. He gets a left foot on it, connecting and sending it towards the midfield line, taken back by Glenwood. Demons have possession once more. They'll try to turn away from pressure and just slow things down a little bit. Glenwood Springs, the first team that the Sailors have played for a second time here this year. Obviously, I think they dropped a 4-2 match up in Gardner. If memory serves, it's 4-0 here. Sailors have not found a whole lot of offense. 5-0 now as Glenwood Springs serves one in, and a kick gets by. That was Aiden Parch who makes it 5-0. But as I was kind of alluding to, Sailors' offense has been somewhat dormant throughout the first half of this year. Daniel Lopez should inject a good amount of offense into this team. It looks as though they've taken him off. No, he's on that left wing. But, 5-0 the score now. But, again, the Sailors missing some key components, including Sam Brown, Pete Dorr, and Marat Washburn. They're all seniors, and all three are missing tonight's matchup. So, for one reason or another, that's just ill-advised timing on Destiny's part, but it happens to the best of them. 5-0 score, 13:44 remaining here in the second half of play. Ball worked outside. It's going to go out of bounds. Throwing for Steamboat deep here in their own territory. Devin John will take this toss. It's going to carry him off the ground, become another possession for Glenwood Springs. And Caparelli trying to hustle back. Can't make a play at it. Now Catterson on the far side. He's going to get beat with a pass up that right wing. Service to the back post is knocked down by Castor. Shot and a goal. And it's 6-0 now as Alvarado puts one home. So the Sailors bent but did not break there in half one. And an onslaught of goals here in half two from the boys in red. 13-12 the score. 13-12 the score. 13-12 left on the scoreboard. 6-0 the score. That'd be an intense. That's like adult hockey. 13-12. Castor works it back to Kovac. Steps up and just slings this one upfield with the big right foot. It's going to be taken by Caparelli. Worked along further by Zetzman. Caparelli in there again. And a free kick here for the Sailors. Zetzman's going to be the one to take this. A little chip through. Finds Caparelli, top of the 18. Gives it off, and a shot there. Stopped by Guardado. And the rebound is going to be cleared across the sideline, they'll say. Throw in here for the Sailors. No, now they do give him the corner. I thought that looked like it was across the end line. Substitution being made. Scopa will check back into the game here. Devin John will sub out. 12-18 left. Looks like Kleins is going to be the man to take it from the far side. Sailors load the box. Service to that near post is going to end up going off the defender and out, throwing for Steamboat in the attacking third. Scott will take this. Toss comes into the 18. That one is also cleared out as well. And Catterson will have a chance at it. Now, in lieu of him, Scott comes back to take another throw for Steamboat. Puts it to the ground, finds Kevin Castor, back to Scott again. This one put upfield off of a player wearing red and out of bounds. Throw in for Steamboat again on a deja vu play. This time the 50-50 turns into a possession for Glenwood for a moment, then Caparelli, then Scopa. Sailors do have a chance trying to push play again. Things opening up a little bit here because the Sailors just want something in the second half. Something positive to go home with. 11:15 to go, 6-0 score, Glenwood Springs. Demons find a man upfield. It's going to be Popoka. Popoka, one of the simpler but real strong names that we've dealt with throughout the course of this season. Man serves a back post, headed into the back of the goal. Alvarado makes it 7-0. Back-to-back goals for Alvarado. $10:52 left now in the game. One of the tougher ones that Steamboat has had over the course of the last 6 years of me calling this game. Sailors boys soccer here on KTYV. I think I've been doing it for 6 years now. Like I said, maybe 5. So be it. This is probably one of the tougher games that I've had to call. 7-0 score. Glenwood on top here from Glenwood Springs High School. Going to be worked up. Scott tied up with the man with his feet. Worked up now to Alvarado. He's into the 18. Tries to shoot one. Blocked off by a sliding defender that was Caparelli. Scooped up by Kovac. 10:20 on the clock now. And ticking down. Kovac will boom this one upfield looking for Scopa. Put forward again, this time by Burt. Mitch Burt had his pass intercepted, and the Sailors take over. And he passed up now as Catterson will have it. Dodges a man, gets it to Kleins. Chips one forward, looking there for Zetzman. A little shove, a foul, and a free kick. Sailors will have this in the big circle. Castor's going to step up. He wants to take this one for the Sailors, and knowing Kevin, he may just want to go for goal. Under 10 to go, and Kevin Castor will serve it into the 18. Blocked off of a defender and out of bounds. So now we've got a corner kick for Steamboat. Sequential set-piece plays for the Sailors. 7-0 the score here from Glenwood Springs High School. Looks like it's going to be taken by Kleins once again. He will have 5 players in or around the 18. A 6th kind of hovering and now making his way in as well. Late man in. Service from the back post. Kicks out. Scopa's going to try and turn one on goal there with the left foot. Couldn't do it. Just off the mark. Substitutions being made. Bernal will check back in for Alvarado here for Glenwood Springs. A pair of 2-goal scorers. One in, one out. Free kick here for Guardado, or goal kick, I should say. Setting up on the far side of a 6. 7-0 game. Guardado goes towards midfield with this. Settles down at the foot of Kleins, off of that said foot and out of bounds. So throw in here for Glenwood Springs right around the midfield line. They'll take it in a hurry. Now it's going to be another attack for the Demons, 4-on-4 here. However, the Sailors do get guys behind the ball eventually. And now Glenwood has to try to attack with more defenders than there were a moment ago. It's going to be taken by Edwin Francia. Couldn't do it. Chased down by a fresh player off the bench. I think that's Popoka. Popoka serves one to the top of the 18. Man gets taken down. Then Popoka tries to turn one on frame. That one, no good. Kleins with a nice little fancy stutter step. Gets by a defender. And it's going to be taken back. Foul, free kick for Steamboat. Swanson was trying to plead his case with the officials, saying how that one should have been a foul against Steamboat. Scopa goes hard against the defender, but can't come up with the ball. Taken now by Caparelli. He'll work it back to Kovac. Settles with the right foot and turns one up to Kevin Castor. Castor squares up on the ball, reverses course on the ball. Gets it up to Caparelli, and Ollie Caparelli at the midfield line. Making a run of it here, trying to get something in the waning moments of this game. 7:20 left now in the second 40. Another ball that will become a Steamboat throw-in. Castor to take it with 7 on the clock as Kevin Castor tosses it in. Caparelli there, but he was beat to the ball. It's going to be taken by Glenwood Springs. They're just trying to get everybody on the score sheet. Going to be cleared out by the Sailors. Nice job at that. Another toss, though, for the boys in red. And this one is going to connect. Man shoves Zetzman off the ball. It's going to be taken by Glenwood Springs. Now touched forward. Bryce Zetzman with it again. Tries to fight through a defender. Can't do it with possession. Turn towards frame. Kovac out there. Has it skip once. Grabs it out of the air and will punt one forward in a hurry. Scopa again. Backtracking off of this ball. Lopez getting double teamed on that. Never even touched the ball. Foul on the free kick. 6:05 left. 7-0 score. Sailors are down to Glenwood Springs. Lopez going to try and put one into the 18. That'll be headed forward by Mitch Burt. Follow up by Kleins. Tied up with a man. Foul and a free kick for Steamboat. Kleins is going to take this one. He gains a few more yards. And we'll look to serve it in with just a few players this time at the top of the 18, trying to make some movement. Service comes over the head of one defender, cleared out by a second, and a throw-in for Steamboat in the attacking third. Sailors trying to get something in the last 5 minutes and change of this one here from Glenwood Springs High School. Maybe a long ride back on the bus. Going to be taken again by the boys in red. And we'll just look upfield. Zeitzman trying to play Wolf. Forces a pass. Caparelli intercepts. He's going to chip this one over. Finding Zeitzman. Tried to head one forward. Ill-advised. Turn the other direction. Man is in behind. It's Popoka. Now he's going to stop on the ball. Looks for a man up the left wing. It's Bernal. Shoots. Scores. Bernal has a hat trick. Eight nothing. 4:40 on the clock.
Go, Steamboat! I think I work. No. Well, yeah, but. Guys, silence.
Back with you here for the last little piece of this one from Glenwood Springs High School. Sailors down 8-0 against the hometown Demons. Chased down by Caparelli. Tries to body a man off and let this one roll across the end line. Goal kick earned. Kovac gets a ball from the far side. Broken the whole time was this game. There was not a whole lot of flow to it, even for Glenwood Springs. I mean, it was just kind of in waves where they scored. There's not, I mean, it's just, yeah. Gatterson with the ball here for your Sailors. Working it up, finding Lopez. Lopez touches by one defender, keeping it alive on the far side. Yes. Working that sideline. Lopez trying to back a man off the ball here. And eventually he's taken down by said defender. Free kick coming up for Lopez. 2 minutes on the clock. Lopez opts to just switch the pitch to Kevin Castor. Castor steps up. Near sideline, finds Scott, keeps it alive. Worked it back to Castor, up now to Zetzman. Near sideline, it's kept alive by Glenwood Springs now. Man steps free from a few different players. That is Grosscup, who's just trying to push the play. Easy for me to say. I've just become a stumbling block of words that are spewing from my mouth. I apologize. I got to say, though, like I said, it's been one of the tougher games to call here for Sailor soccer with the course the last few years. You know I'm an avid Sailors supporter, but one of the more broken games. 8-0 the score. This one cleared up the field of play. Glenwood in no particular rush this time to get there. Work back to Guardado. Waiting on the center official's time now. Guardado works it back up. A little triangle passing here from the boys in red. Going to be sent near side. Across midfield line it goes. A little long chip through. That one will end up crossing the sideline. Throw-in coming up here for Steamboat. Deep in their own territory, Caparelli is going to take this one as the Demons will press the whole time through, all 80 minutes here. 8-0 lead. Glenwood Springs with it. They'll work it to their back line now on an overlap. Back up again to Grosscup. Challenged immediately, and finally Glenwood Springs just content to pass it around. They'll switch the pitch to the far side. We are just waiting on the whistle here.
Yeah, I say you tried way hard to get back to them.
Throwing for Steamboat.
Yeah, I know.
Toss comes, and eventually it's going to be taken back by those wearing red. So the Sailors' woes continue. They are still a one-win team. Worked into Kovac. Steps up on this ball, and that's the game. Have a great night. I'm Vlad and Chase, and this is KTYV 105.7. We're online at steamboatradio.com.
Steamboat Sailor Soccer on KTYV Sports on FM. Brought to you by
Job that out.
Alpine Lumber, Mountain View Car Wash, Steamboat Ace Hardware, Russell's Auto Salon.